We give every glory and adoration, every exaltation. We come before thee this evening to present your truth to the whole world, that mankind may testify in time to come that it wasn't man that did it, that they had no strength of their own, they had no army, they had no weapons. All they had was the gospel of truth and of redemption. And behold, because their hearts and their minds were clean, because the Almighty found them unblemished, that was why they were blessed, and everything they asked for came to pass. That was why this same generation, this very IPOB shall endure, for flesh cannot be mortalized, but the truth of the Most High, who is timeless, who is ageless, shall prevail. And upon that very promise do we pray this evening, because your words are yea and amen. People wonder, how come you loved David so much? Man couldn't understand that David knew how to ask thee for anything that he wants. There was nothing that David ever asked for that you didn't give to him. That same secret is what we have. That is what we present before thee, to the hearing of the entirety of humanity this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you're listening from. That we make this proclamation that your words are yea and amen, because you are God. Anything you say must come to pass. You are not man. Anytime, any word that you utter, documented by the sons of men in the Torah, in the scriptures, must come to pass. Because your spirit, you are not man, you are not mortal. Every word you utter must come to pass. And on that very premise do we anchor this very agitation. Because we go back to your scriptures, to your unadulterated, untampered with scriptures. In the book of Jeremiah we pray, chapter 16, verse 14. That is our prayer this very evening from where I am. You said, for you are Lord, you are God, you are the beginning and the end. There is nothing you created which can be equated nor used as an adjective to describe thee. You are bigger than all that man can ever imagine that you are. Only you is the beginning of time itself. That is why the ancients call you the Ancient of Days, the Ancients of the Ancients, for that is who you are. The I am that I am, and these are your words, because you are God. You said that a time is coming, according to the prophet Jeremiah. You said that a time is coming, and that time is now, this 2020. You said the time is coming when people will no longer swear by me as the living God who brought the house of Israel out of bondage in Egypt. These are your words, because you're God. You said a time shall come when people will no longer swear that this God of Moses, that led the God of Moshe, that led the Israelites out of the bondage and suffering in Egypt. Instead, these are your words, O Heavenly Father, with every reverence, humility, and submission. You said, instead they will swear by me as the living God, because you are living, everlasting, eternal, who brought his people out of the northern lands, out of the bondage from the north, for we inhabit the south. We are from the southeast. Oh Heavenly Father, you said, no longer will we remember you as the God of miracles that brought Israelites out of Egypt. We shall know thee as a God that delivered his children from the criminals and darkness from the north. These are your words. And you were talking about Biafra. We are now going to swear by thy name and say, this God of Biafra that led his children out of the iniquitous existence which Britain fabricated for your children. And you said we are going to return from where you scattered us, from where they are killing us in Indonesia, from where they are killing us in Malaysia, from where we have been imprisoned in Brazil, from all the places we are suffering, all the places where we are being humiliated at the moment. You said, I will bring you back to your own country, to the land that I gave your ancestors, because I am God and I have spoken. And who is man to say no to the word of God? Upon this we anchor all that we do. We have no strength of our own. Upon your promise that came forth from the mouth of the prophet Jeremiah 16:14, you said, I will deliver you from the bondage from the north. The world will no longer say, this God of Moshe that led the Israelites out of Egypt. They will say, the God of Biafra that delivered them from the forces of darkness from the north. You were very specific. You said from the north. And you are God, and may your name be blessed forever and ever. He said,
Abiobi, Abiobi,
Hello, my wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. This is Mazi Ezumezu Nwekwensu. Please, as I welcome you, please endeavor to welcome others. It's very important. Please, as we welcome you, please welcome others. Hit the like button and share the program. It's very, very important. Hit the like button and share the program. We are live at our various platform today. We are live at our YouTube. Our YouTube is wonderful. You know, a lot of people are watching us from YouTube, and it's very important. If you are not subscribed on our YouTube, please endeavor to subscribe on our YouTube at Ikechukwu Ezumezu at our YouTube. It's very important. Like today's program is non-announced, we did not make a flyer just because as urgent as this program is. So, but if you subscribe, the moment we come online, you will have the notification from your phone. So please subscribe on our YouTube. It's very important. Thank you. And we are live at Ikechukwu Omade Ezumezu on Facebook. Please, if you are watching us from Facebook, please hit the like button, and share the program. Facebook cannot stop us. It's very important. They cannot stop us. We are also live at our main page, Ikechukwu Ezumezu today. This page, we have a lot of solicitation from Facebook, So please, if you are watching from this place, please hit the like button, and share the program at Ikechukwu Ezumezu. And at the same time, I will not forget to appreciate those that followed me on TikTok. It's wonderful. I must be honest with you. In TikTok, we are above 800. I have over 800 people that follow me in TikTok, and I also follow them. That's my promise. You know, it's very, very important. You know, in TikTok, we are over 800 people. That means this month we are taking our message to TikTok. So I thank all that followed me on TikTok, and I also urge you, if you have not followed me on TikTok, please follow me on TikTok. Do all you can do for we to have that over 1,000 people, so we can go live on TikTok. So thank you all. So my wonderful people, without not wasting much of our time, we will go straight, to why we're here for. No, yesterday, it's all about Onyendo. I told you guys, anytime we come online, we must talk about Onyendo before any other thing, any other issue. We must talk about the list of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. It's a must. And that is why I told you people, if you are in this struggle and you are sincere to yourself, one thing you must do, you must follow up the wise counsel by Barrister Aloy Ejimakor on Twitter. It's very, very important. The reason why you must follow Barrister Aloy Ejimakor on Twitter, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, the wise counsel, is using Twitter to destroy a lot of enemies. He's also using Twitter to pass message from Mazi Nnamdi to us. So it's very important, in as much you call yourself IPOB family member, in as much that you say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your leader, you must follow the White Council Barrister Aloy Ejimakor on Twitter and retweet every message Barrister Aloy Ejimakor tweet. Remember what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Our leader told us that Twitter, X handle now, is one of the weapons IPOB is using to destroy Nigeria today. And you can see how effective S handle is. You can see, with what happened yesterday and today, you agree with me that S handle, previous Twitter, is very important. So, in as much as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your leader, you must follow the wise counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimakor on Twitter and retweet his tweet. Second person, you must follow Mazi Kanu on Twitter. You must follow him on Twitter. Retweet every tweet. Because this is the weapon. Ogbunigwe, one of the Ogbunigwe, he destroyed that Jomo. He destroyed the zoo, the enemy within and the enemy external. Yesterday, the wise counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimakor raised the alarm. The Italian national coordinator, Obichukwu Mmadụ Ekenengo, Mazi, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome to our program. You're welcome, sir. No. Look at what happened yesterday. After the DSS refused our leader to have access to his doctor. Guess what? It was that tweet from Aloy Ejimakor on X and Twitter. Everything started, shaking. And today, the DSS allowed the doctor to see our leader. That is the work of Twitter. That's why I said, you must follow the wise counsel Barrister Aloy Ejimakor on Twitter. Follow Kanu on Twitter and retweet every of his tweets because he's doing something. Because you unfollowed the wise counsel on Twitter and also Kanu on Twitter because Chinasa Wankita told you guys to do so. Chinasa Wankita told you guys to do so. Because Chinasa Wankita himself understand the power of Twitter, understand the power of X handle. That is why. Because he is the enemy within. Now, I am telling you, my brothers, my sisters, please, I'm begging you, please, follow the wise counsel on Twitter. If you don't know his S handle, it's at Aloy. I think he's there. Or later, after this program, I will post it. If you go on my profile, you will see it. Follow him on X handle. It's very, very important. Also follow Mazi Kanu on X handle. Don't you know that even those in DSS office, they are still they are still trying to, protect themselves. Because Aloy Ejimakor, the ex-handle said that they refused our leader access to doctor. And the whole world is saying, why? Today, under 24 hours, that their dubious character was changed. And this is the news we are having. And if you go on ex-handle of Barrister Ejimakor, you also see it. According to the report, the report revealed that Maazin Nnamdi Kanu has a complex condition that required to go to hospital. It's a complex. The sickness is complex. So on this note, we are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu again. Release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu now. We are calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu again. Release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu now. Because whatever that is going on is you. And we will not say Fulani or Hausa Fulani. It is you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Your Attorney General is a Yoruba man. The Minister of Justice is a Yoruba man. It's your people. So we are going to hold you ransom and Yorubas. All walk of life in Nigeria have called the release of Maazin Nnamdi Kanu. Release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Release him for him to go to his private hospital. You must release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu now. Because how many times have you gone to France for a checkup? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I'm asking you. You have went to France to treat yourself on number of occasions. Many times you have went to France to treat yourself. Now, the same blood in your vein, the same blood in your vein is the same blood in Maazin Nnamdi Kanu vein. You must release him to go and see his doctor. You must release him for him to go and treat himself. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we are sounding this as a warning. You must release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu. We understand that the hands of the UK government is there, but we don't care because Maazin Nnamdi Kanu is not in jail. Is not in jail or in prison in UK. It's in Nigeria. And UK is not the one that's in your office. You are the one. You are a Yoruba man. You are a black man. So if you allow these Westerners to use you against your people, then we may escape it. But you will not escape it. I must be honest with you. You will not escape it. Your family will not escape it. Your own people, Yoruba people, will not escape it. So for those that are using you to do their bidding, the Westerners, we understand that. We understood that the UK government, their hands are against our leader. Even US government, some of the people in the US government, they don't want our leader to be out too. We understood that very well. But who are they using to do their bid? It's you. And it's you that will be held accountable. It's you that will be held responsible. Release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu now. Maazin Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Excuse me. Release Maazin Nnamdi Kanu now because Maazin Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime. Two reputable courts in Nigeria have set him free. Umuahia High Court, Abia State have set him free. Appeal Court Abuja have also set him free. African Union have also set him free. UN Working Group have also asked you to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will drop fighting for his people, I think you are in for a very long glide. If you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will spend almost going to 4 years, 3 years plus, he will spend that in DSS dungeon and came out empty-handed. You are joking. But what we are saying now, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He needs to treat himself. He needs to treat himself. It's very important that you must release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he's a prisoner of conscience. He's a political prisoner. Now, I want to play a video of this. We're going to play this full video from Barrister Maxwell. The interview he granted on AIT. We're going to play the full video from Barrister Maxwell. Then we'll take it up from there. It's very important.
Nnamdi Kanu never begged for settlement because in that there is no charge against him, in quotes. But after revealing some facts, after revealing some circumstances and some happenings, and in line with the Supreme Court admonition in the judgment, the Supreme Court advised that this matter can be settled through political means. Also, in exercising her right under Section 17 of Federal High Court Act, the judge also advised that we can initiate the settlement. So we advised our client in line with that, considering the fact that on his own, IPOB is a human rights organization fighting for self-determination. Now, taking advantage of the fact that he has not been around, some people have decided to use the name to do some other things. And if you recall, that was in February when I traveled to Europe. So he instructed that I should try to see Simon Ekpa.
Who's in Finland, I think it
yes,
was.
Finland, that I should go to Finland to see Simon Ekpa, and I should advise him. You know, remember that he has written with his handwriting. So Simon Ekpa said he wrote that thing with AK-47 on his head, that you can only believe if Nnamdi Kanu is out. So after my program, I contacted him. I said, please, I want to come and see you. How do I get across to you? He said, where am I? I said, I'm in Germany. He said, okay, that I should go to Belgium and wait for him. I traveled to Belgium. I waited for him for 2 days. He said, let us talk on phone. I said, now, your leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom you called your leader, said that he's not happy with you. I marshal out some points. Paramount among them is the economy in the Southeast in particular, and Nigeria as a whole, and the killings. So he said he disagreed with me, that Nnamdi Kanu did not send me, that I fabricated this story. So now I came back, I visited Nnamdi Kanu. I said, the young man said, except you are out, that's when he will believe you. So, and some other issues, going also by what the court has hinted, let it not be as if we don't want peace. Then also, Nnamdi Kanu also revealed that he will not get justice in Nigerian court. Yes. I left him yesterday around, I think around after 5. He has never minced words in saying that. He said that he will never get justice in Nigerian court. 2, that if Nigerian court even granted him, release him, the federal government of Nigeria will disobey. They have done it the first one, they have done it the second one, they have done it the third one. So that he has lost confidence in Nigerian judiciary. You are asking me the reasons why he decided to go in this manner. So also the killings in the southeast is one of the things that is even breaking him down, because he only, he has no access to radio, no telephone, no news, no newspaper, no television. So we only visit him, tell him the happenings that is going around. And the thing is really affecting him. Not even his incarceration. Because freedom, you don't get freedom on a platter of gold. Even the America you are enjoying today, UK you are enjoying today, people fought for it, people died for it, people suffered for it, even in South Africa. And if you watch those freedom fighters, none of them spend anything less than 20 years. Incarceration, that one is not even bothering him, because these are the hazard, these are the issues you see in fighting for rights. So liberty is not something that you get on a platter of gold. Then another one is also the elders, the religious leaders, the traditional rulers, those that meant well for this country, those that discovered that anything that is affecting South is also affecting Nigeria. And they said, let us go for this. So with the combined effects of all this, we advised him, and he considered it, that let's try, give it a trial. So that one is where we are today. Then the question there is that federal government, are they ready to? Are you, because I learned that they say
that's actually the question I would have liked to put to you. I mean, one, you say, of course, the out of court settlement as recommended by the judge
on this,
is a good idea.
Yes.
Now, asking you, do you think the federal government is ready?
That one, I'm not with them. I'm not with the system. That's if I should use some of our colleagues, they said, Maxwell, I cannot participate with you people. I am with the system. I am not with the system. I don't know whether they will agree. But because I'm speaking for Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
I have his authority to speak as his lawyer. So when somebody said Nnamdi Kanu is ready to accept all conditions, any condition, you cannot ask Nnamdi Kanu to cut one of his hand as a condition for his release. He will not agree. You cannot ask Nnamdi Kanu to remove that made him a human being. What is that? Your fundamental right. Right to talk, right to move, right to express your opinion, right to exercise your right as a human being, as enshrined in the Constitution. So when you ask Nnamdi Kanu to remove it, so as to release him. So if you remove all these things and you now release him, he's no longer a human being. He is now an animal. Because one of the things that distinguishes between us and animal is that our right. You can kill your fowl anyhow. You cannot kill a human being anyhow. So you can tie your dog with chain. You can't tie a human being with chain.
Are you saying these conditions have not been stipulated? I'm sure these conditions, what they're talking about, will be stipulated. I mean, cutting his arm off and things like that, I don't think we're right.
No, I'm just giving instances, because when somebody said he is ready to accept any condition, of course, he's strong. He's a very strong, so he's uncalled for. Personally, there are some conditions they will give him. I will advise him not to take it. On a very serious note, even as a human being, there are some things that you ask me to say, just like as I'm saying it now, because there are some things that are happening in our judiciary. I'm a lawyer, and they said that we should not be talking. Hey, if you not talk, they will not allow you. They will not give you SAN. They will not give you all those privileges. Must I be a lawyer for me to leave? I don't need to be a lawyer. Are you a lawyer? Are you not living? If they want to take their license, so be it. I have some other things to do. I'm an academia, I'm a consultant, I'm a researcher, I'm a farmer, I'm a businessman, for Christ's sake. But we must, if you watch now, nobody is speaking. Apart from my very self, Chidod Kanu, Ejimakor, Joseph, and a few others. And nobody is talking. You will see something, you turn it upside down. You were talking about Nigerian judiciary.
Yes.
Nnamdi told you that he lost confidence in Nigerian judiciary. Why? Court of appeal. I'm not talking about upper area court. I'm not talking about customary court in my community, Amuzi. I'm not talking about Sharia court. I'm talking about court of appeal. Gave judgment and ordered that Nnamdi should be released immediately. And no other court should try him because of extraordinary rendition. That judgment was given in 2022. 13th December, thereabout. The federal government, through their agent, DSSS, said that they will never obey the court judgment. They held Nnamdi for close to 2 weeks before they finally said, okay, let's go and file a motion for stay of execution. In the same court of appeal accepted it. Under 2 weeks, they granted the stay. This is the first in the history of Nigeria that somebody in a criminal jurisdiction, jurisprudence, that somebody, you grant a stay of execution. The same court of appeal that gave the judgment. You did not even ask, have you complied with my order? You are in default of my order. You kept somebody that I ordered. Then you now file stay of execution. And the filing stay of execution, for you to file stay of execution, even in civil matter, there must be, it's not automatic, there must be a procedure. The procedure is that, one, you are ready to go with that appeal. As at the time they filed that stay of execution, there was no, what do you call it, brief of argument. They just granted it because it's Nnamdi. So we are looking at all these things, and we believe.
I want to say something here before we continue. For those that are saying, I'm so happy that Barrister Maswell talk about the state execution. Now, let's talk about Ezekome and Ifeanyi Ejiofor. You can see what Maswell said. When the Supreme Court granted Mazi freedom, Mazi Chie, Ekenengo, sir, you're welcome, sir. You know, Regional Coordinator America, you're welcome, sir. Now, I'm so happy that Maswell talked about the state execution. Remember what Maswell said, that almost 2 weeks after the appeal court released Mazi Kanu, it takes federal government almost 2 weeks for them to file that state execution. Now, and you can see what Maswell said, that the federal government did not even put up any argument. Now, somebody that is a whole son, Ezekome, allow that execution. Ezekome did not put a fight or did not put that argument this guy Maswell is talking about. That no, that you need to comply. Ezekome did not do that. Nothing. Ezekome accepted the judgment on the second appeal court that give a judgment to Nigeria state, and Ezekome moved to appeal court. These people that are calling that on appeal court will stand, why didn't they tell Ezekome, why didn't you do your job well? Why do you also move to appeal court? Why didn't you insist that even the state execution is not, it did not follow the constitution? Why didn't you put out that argument? But Ezekome allowed it and let it fly to Supreme Court. After the Supreme Court judgment, and they are telling us that they stand on appeal court. You can see, that's why I tell you it's a trap. But I'm happy that we have passed that stage. We are past that stage. And today, we are seeing the changes today. I don't want to say much on this. Let's continue listening to Maxwell. It's very important.
Believe that on the side of peace, because if you are going by the way this matter is being handled, we have been advising, we have been talking to people, we have been saying no, let us follow this thing, we have been encouraging him, let us give it a trial. But as a human being, if you watch what happened the last time we went to court, he started arguing his matter because he felt that we are not doing what we are supposed to do. I'm a lawyer, I know the procedure. The procedure is that I'm expected to follow the law. But he felt that this is injustice.
So he abandoned you, was going about his
was,
argument himself.
even when we are trying to call him to order in the court, he refused. He refused. He was talking. He was even telling the learner sake, Awomolo Ese and the chairman body of benchers. He said that you are one of the people that is causing trouble in this country. Because of Nnamdi Kanu, you allow Nigerian judiciary to be turned upside down. You turn Nigerian law upside down. Because of Nnamdi Kanu, must you destroy Nigeria? Because of Nnamdi Kanu. After Nnamdi Kanu, we still have this country. So these are the issues. And we are now saying this thing. Now, we are talking about peace. How will you achieve peace?
When we say peace, what do you mean?
I mean peace in the country.
Because there's a bigger ramification of peace.
Yes.
There's peace in the matter, peace in the southeast.
Peace in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because one of the features of the renewed hope agenda of the present government is actualizing peace. And now the Kanu have how many judgments? Apart from the foreign ones, 2 judgments. 1, Federal High Court. 2, High Court. That order that you should. And awarded cost. Have you complied with that? The answer is no. Now, Showore, you discontinue his own matter. The president of Mieti Allah, you discontinue with his own matter. But Nnamdi Kanu that have judgment. Even African Union has declared that his arrest, detention is unlawful. United Nations Human Rights Organization also declare his arrest and detention unlawful, unconstitutional. You decided to keep him because he's from Igbo. He's from Southeast. Of course, except we are not ready to tell ourselves the truth. Had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from another tribe.
So you're saying there's prejudice?
Yes, of course now. That is the naked truth. You do not invite me here to come and mince words. Because everybody is seeing it. But I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. Who will talk? Who will talk? Because it's from, and you feel that Igbos are docile in nature. You can do whatever thing you like and get away with it. Because if it's other tribe and you keep that, you know what will be happening in this country by now. But you feel that an Igbo man is interested in his business of buying and selling. He's not interested to fight for his right. Somebody that is fighting for his right of self-determination. What gave rise to that? It's not for you to address it. It's not for you to address it. You never addressed it. Then the person that said that we should give him president, we gave him president. He destroyed the country for 8 years. He's the person that caused this trouble. I'm talking about President Buhari. He caused this trouble, and now he left. He's now in Daura. Then you a Democrat. I, as a person, as a student, I work with Tinubu as a student during Nadeko. Then we felt that you should come and look at all these things. Even the Attorney General, everybody know what he stands for. But up to now, nothing. It's like, yes, you told us that you're going to continue from where you stopped. We thought that you're joking. But everything is playing out. So what we are now saying is that now that people, the Senate, the House of Rep, the religious leaders has called for this thing, it's a very simple thing. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Let us have peace. Because it can be. Remember that those of them that are saying is Igbo, Igbo. If you go to Court of Appeal, go to Court of Appeal, Oka. Go to Court of Appeal, all those in the southeast. The people that are they not from other tribe? Federal High Court, National Industrial Court. I'm talking about all those judges. So you are not even considering them. There are some police officers that are not from southeast that are working in that place. In the whole of southeast now, you hardly see any police officer with uniform. Look at the other day, the soldiers were something that is avoidable. And everybody know that Nnamdi Kanu never committed any crime. He's agitating. It is his right. You can't stop him. If you feel that what he's doing, he can allow him. If you merit the criteria for being given a country of his own. So be it.
Okay, Max, let me allow you to take a breath for a little while. Now, what do you make of the intervention of the Southeast senators, which was given wide publicity during the week, and their meeting with the Attorney General of the Federation calling for Nnamdi Kanu's release?
Anyway, well, to me it's belated, but I can say good morning to them now that they have woke up. So the president should listen to them. The Attorney General should listen to them. Federal House of Representatives, because they have viewed
It's belated while Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention.
Yes, now this is, they would have started it earlier before now. Nnamdi Kanu is not supposed to be in detention. What is the offense? Have you seen the charge? How many amendments? We are talking about over 11 amendments in a charge. Ask any lawyer. Have you ever witnessed this thing before? Immediately they bring a charge, you file a notice of preliminary objection. They withdraw to amend. They said that Nnamdi Kanu was speaking from London. That amounts to terrorism. We brought a preliminary objection. They amend and remove London. They did not even now state where he's speaking from. So the point we are making is that I'm not saying it because I'm from Southeast. When what's the name? Asadidi Kobo was in detention, I appeared. I gave solidarity appearance. When Sheore, his own was going on, I followed up. So what we are now saying is that don't destroy it. Okay, you just wake up Amalami simply because we want to clamp down IPOB. An association, you need to go and see these people where they're having meeting. Anytime they're having meeting in Paris, the one I witnessed, the government normally give them coverage. Come and see men. I'm talking about men, professors, engineers, medical doctors, reverend fathers, pastors. They are registered in all this organization. And your own, you now declare it a terrorist organization. My brother, I asked you this question. You call your male children armed robbers. You call your female children prostitutes. And you want people to come to your family to marry. Listen, let me tell you, we are just deceiving ourselves. No country will come. We say that you are traveling to weigh foreign investors. Who is that stupid person that will come and invest his money in a place that you have a terrorist group? No. What will bring foreign investors? Everybody is watching. They have information of what is happening in Nigeria more than you that is living here. Ask them outside. They follow up. Most of the times when they call you, they will be even giving you information. Somebody will call you from US, he will be telling you what is happening in Asokro, where you are working. So they follow events. So I'm traveling. Let us get private jet so that it will give Nigeria prestige. Who told you that nonsense? That when you get a big car,
Max, can we be a bit temperate with the language, please, if you don't mind?
What I'm saying is that in your house now, your children, no food, no clothes. You are now moving with Land Cruiser Jeep. Nobody will take you serious. In fact, people will be laughing at you. So the point I'm making is that get all these things. Let us have security in the country. Let us have a good economy. Allow people to exercise their freedom. People will come. Listen, let me tell you, nobody. Enforcement of fundamental rights is a very important issue. That's why both United Nations Charter, African Charter, Constitution, they don't joke with it. Immediately you find enforcement of fundamental rights in court. A judge that knows why not all this, most of all these ones we are seeing, he will give it. You
talked about security. You talked about security. Security in the Southeast, I guess, is one of the key planks that moving forward in the Nnamdi Kanu case is all about. What's the situation? No, let's be specific with the Southeast.
Yes. Do you know why I say Nigeria? In Osu, in Olu.
Can we talk about the Southeast, please?
Osu is in the Southeast now.
Okay.
In Olu.
Okay. I thought you said Osun. Really.
No.
Sorry.
There is no youth there now.
Okay.
Where are they? Some are in Abuja. Thereby giving Abuja more pressure. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. So if you release Nnamdi Kanu, he will address this issue. Because anyone said, I'm agitating because of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm agitating because of Nnamdi Kanu. Now I ask you, had it been that Nnamdi Kanu maybe was released and they address all these issues, all those military men, maybe they would have been alive. I don't know whether you're getting what I'm saying. The judge that was, no judge is sitting, let me just use my state. We have, in Mbise, we have 3 courts. None of them is sitting. All of them are sitting over now. Are you seeing the implication? So if you are a company in Southeast now and you have a matter, so most of them, they are now given to 2027 because you have to wait, let the judge finish. They will give your own matter by 4 or something like that, while other courts are there. So what we are saying is that when you release Nnamdi, let's start from there. The elders, of course, he's a human being. In the course of his agitation, he must have made 1 or 2 mistakes. But you learn on a continual process.
Absolutely.
And now, by now, when all these religious leaders, all these traditional rulers will now call him, they said, no, you don't do it in this way. Because if you have a good case and challenge from a wrong angle, people will bet you. If you want to agitate, go ahead and agitate. Then federal government, the other, what's the name, that military man that destroyed the army, that came with Operation Python dance, the one, Brutal, that brought Operation Python dance. Had it been that we have this one now, because this particular chief of army staff, from what I've been observing, is like this one is more civilized, more educated. He knows what he's doing. Because had it been that he did not go with Operation Python dance, all these things wouldn't have come up. Okay,
let me come in here, Maxwell, because I hear you talk extensively about human rights. You know, you also talked about your experience when you traveled with, Simon Ekpa, amongst others. But I'm looking at the larger implication of this, in the largest scale. One, the judiciary and how they downplay the importance of human rights with this kind of cases. I mean, I remember the El Zakzaki Ibrahim and his wife in what they say is protective custody, even after being acquitted by the courts. And now we have this Nnamdi Kanu case. What is the effect of this on the larger human rights, community in Nigeria?
That is where I have an issue with the Supreme Court judges. The Supreme Court judges, in that judgment, agreed that Nnamdi Kanu's right was violated. They condemned the actions of the army. I have the judgment here. I will drop it with you. You read the judgment very well. Then, and agree that the court ought not have revoked his bail because he never jumped bail. In all these things, you said that let him go and face trial. Why didn't you make consequential order ordering for his release? Now, when we are talking about enforcement of fundamental rights, the worst thing that can ever happen to somebody is when you beat a child and you ask a child not to cry. When somebody can do you anything, but when it comes to your own right, don't talk, don't move. They tie you in one place. Even if it's your father, you will disobey. That right is very, very fundamental. If you watch what even God even knew that Adam committed that offense. But he first of all give them that fair hearing. Adam, where are you? Are you telling me that God don't know where Adam was? He gave the fair hearing. So when you are talking about somebody fighting for his right and you are dragging him, okay, why is Nnamdi Kanu the leader? Anybody who is telling you, any Igbo who is telling you that you don't have respect for Nnamdi Kanu is deceiving you. Any Igbo who tell you that he don't have regard for IPOB is deceiving you. We are all loyal to him. It's because of those of us. I know how many SAN that call me from Igbo. Mas, do I'm like this, do I'm like this. Mas, come, they will be giving you. Come out, they say, no, I don't want to come out. We are praying for you people. Are you them saying? Because Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that was speaking for them. Nnamdi Kanu was the only person that was complaining, shouting. So since you don't want us to be the president, you feel that we are not good to be this. You do the appointment, you don't want us to be on our own now. Are you them saying? You cannot say that I'm with you. You actually look at the kind of appointment. I took the president. We are in court. The matter is even coming up, I think, on Monday. For lopsided appointment. I marshal it out. You don't do this kind of thing. You said that you are in one Nigeria. That somebody fight for liberation of his people. And you said, okay, let us come together. 3 hours. Reconciliation, rehabilitation, and reconstruction. Since that time up to now, nothing happened. Any government that came, they will silence the people of Southeast. Everybody And anybody who is in this country who is saying that the people of Southeast are not being marginalized will not make heaven. That person is lying. It's obvious. Where is this hatred coming from? Buhari came here, he was showing his own. He was even speaking his own. And we thought that Tinubu is a Democrat. Who is even marrying from Igbo? The wife is from Delta. They're Igbos. Forget about what they're claiming. They're Igbos. You can't tell me that you're not Igbo, you're answering Emeka. And instead of you to look at all these things and consider it, and you are still following thereby causing trouble. After the worst is not 8 years, you will go, another president will come. So what we are saying is that take the advice of those that are mate, those that are senior, those that are more educated than you, those that have seen it before you. Take their advice. Forget about all those people that are running around. I continue to say it. If you are the president, those who are criticizing you, that's the people you take serious. Not all those people that are saying if you do good, they clap for you. They are looking for contract. They are looking for something that they will put in their pocket. Of course now, if like now this thing we are talking about President Tinubu, we are speaking it because we want him to succeed. I'm not here to paint West. You are not doing well. You are not doing well. We talk about this issue of giving your wife 1.5 billion naira. I challenge it. Abab, approve it. Abbas, approve it. First lady, under what constitution? Under what law? Are you giving First lady 1.5 million naira to go and maintain office and car? What of my own NGO? Who will give me? So we talk about that one. We talk about you, a lopsided appointment. Anytime we complain, you watch it, review what we are saying. Most of the times when we file action against you, you look at it, you correct it, you withdraw it, you move ahead. Because if you rule well, you take the glory. If you did not rule well, we'll be complaining to you as we are complaining to Buhari. Buhari cannot go to any place and make any comment. He violated people's rights. He did not rule well. He allowed his government to be looted. You know, a lot of things.
Maxwell, Maxwell, talking about ruling well, because I hear you, and I hear that you say good morning to the Southeast leaders and the stakeholders who have awoken from their slumber. But just going beyond Nnamdi Kanu's release, whether conditional or not, is the call to the Southeast leaders, especially the governors, not to also look inwards, to also rule well and create the enabling environment. Because beyond peace, you cannot have peace without, you know, the enabling environment, and that is the key strategy to good governance.
You see, when Nnamdi Kanu came, they know that Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a just cause. But their problem is that this small boy is coming to take over being the leaders of Southeast. That's where they started attacking Nnamdi Kanu.
When you say they, who are you?
I'm talking about the Southeast leaders. Apart from few of them, somebody like Okwadike and Lete Zife, that said, guy, this guy is our leader. If he's not our leader, if I come out in my place in Kulobe, how many persons will follow me? But if my people of Kulobe hear that Nnamdi Kanu is coming to Kulobe will be shut down, then who is the leader? That is the true fact. Now that they have realized it, the governor of Ebonyi, the governor of Abia, the governor of Anambra, they have realized it and made together and said, no, there is every need for us to, this is our son. Are you know what I'm saying? Bring him back. All those areas that he was not doing well, correct it. You said that he's insulting you. Nobody's encouraging Nnamdi Kanu to insult elders. But what is that you are doing? What is that he's speaking? Because when they are talking about, look at how we are talking about this thing. You said, okay, restructuring. You said, okay, good. If they give you restructuring, you people are the leaders. Let's drop this agitation. You said, no, you must drop agitation. Only for you to go back. You go to me and have meeting where they promise you another to ministerialist. And the thing was decoded. How will you earn his respect? So now that they have met, they issue a communique that they're going to see the president. Let them go and see the president. Let the president release Nnamdi Kanu to you people. You people will have a meeting. What is that we are complaining? What is that we are complaining? Of course, we are from Southeast. Going by our land, distance, and our numbers, that place may not contain us. Nigeria may still be the best. But when you begin to show me that I don't belong to this country, I will agitate. I will agitate. You want to do judges. You forge your own list. It's only your own people that can be in the bench. You want to give a point, you go and see what is happening in the CBN. You chase other people out, you bring your own people, This is what Buhari was doing. Go and see in any place. It's only your own people. That's the only people that can do it. Other people, they cannot.
Well, Max, it looks like we can go on and there's so much to talk about.
So what you are saying, what we are
So you
not
just
saying,
have to summarize in about 10, 15 seconds.
yes, what we are now saying is that Nnamdi Kanu never begged for settlement out of court.
Okay.
He never begged. Rather, we have initiated it. And we also let him see the reasons why we should go for that. If it will work out, we are believing that it will work out. Because of this, because of this, because of this, because of this, on our own side. On his own side, it's also said because of this, because of this. Paramount, the most important aspect of it is for security, for life, for stability in the southeast.
All right, I guess we're going to just have to leave it just like that. Maxwell Okpara is the lawyer to the detained IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu, and he's been telling us what's been going on and how they intend to approach the out-of-court settlement being widely touted around the place. Max, many thanks for coming.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much, Max. I hear him say, well, depending on the conditions, not an arm for it, regardless.
Sorry, my people. So, my people, when we told you, Ghana, MK legal team, that these men are wonderful, we appreciate Maxwell, Barrister Maxwell Okpara, on this journey to TIT. Believe me, honestly, Maxwell Okpara did the needful. Maxwell Okpara do the needful. And as you can see, even the journalists, they don't know what to say again, because when we are listening to the truth, you cannot fight the truth. When you listen to truth, you can't fight the truth. Maxwell went there and demolished them with truth, with facts and everything. So Maxwell, we will appreciate you. And for you, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I know you have come across this interview from Maxwell Okpara. You have seen what Maxwell Okpara said from A to Z. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what we are asking you. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you guys have it on mind that you guys will let him go when the sickness is all over his body. So when you get out there, something will happen. Take it from me tonight. It's you guys that will drop. It's you guys that will drop. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sent by this mission. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not alone. Any evil plan against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall be back to sender. Any evil plan against him, we are returning it back to sender. Someone that courts, not one court, not two courts, not three courts, have set free, even across Africa, UN, I say, letting this man go. And you guys are holding him because you know that as soon as he's out, things is not going to be the same anymore. Things are not going to be the same anymore. We are taking the money in our land to somewhere to develop. And this man is saying, no, he wants his people to live like a human being. Look at Dubai. Look at Dubai. After the indigenous of Dubai and Indians, the second people that hold properties in Dubai is Nigerians. This is the new place they have taken the stolen money, buying properties. Where are they getting all that money from? From the south, from the southeast, from the south. They use the money to develop other people's land, and why their people are perishing. Look at the interview from Shegun from Channel TV. Someone took $69 billion to America in Bank of in Texas. Do you know what is $69 billion? And they're using that money to develop America, to give the people what they need. And the people that have the money, they are suffering. This month they are calling for protests. I think that was on 27 or so. Is it 27 or 29? They are calling for a protest for the hardship. People cannot afford common Gary. Common Gary. People cannot afford Gary. And you are holding that man. This Western country are using you to hold your own people down. Can't you emulate from Burkina Faso? Can't you emulate from Niger? Can't you emulate from Mali? Release Nnamdi Kanu. This is what I have to say. You must release Nnamdi Kanu. And like I said before, if you have not followed the Wise Counsel on S handle, please go and follow him and retweet every of his tweets. If you have not followed Nnamdi Kanu, please go and follow him and retweet every of his tweets. It's very, very important. Very, very important. Now let's go to the state of affair from Desmond Obilo from Chief Choose. Because we started yesterday, we have to start where we stopped yesterday. Let's listen. It's very important. Then before we can go to another issue.
Politics.
Barrister.
The January coup.
Yes. And it's been said by some of those protesters.
Now this, I disclaim this video and I'm taking permission from Desmond Obilo, allow me to use this video to educate my people because of Islam taken away from school. This is a very good medium that a lot of people will understood what happened years back. Thank you.
That's very good that Fajui himself was in the know, but didn't participate. If you knew and you didn't participate, even if you didn't participate, you were complicit in their thinking and you were to be punished. So my own viewpoint is that even before they went into the governor's lodge in Ibadan, they had two main targets in mind, Ironsi and Fajui.
And they got their targets.
Oh, yes, they did.
So the point is that the popular Fajui narrative is not the real story.
I would say it is the story or it isn't the story. I am saying that I interviewed many people who were there and that account was not related to me. Let me just tell you, when this book came out, I sent it to General Danjuma. I sent it to General Gowon. I said, controvert this book. 23 years ago. This one is a new edition, updated. Up to today, none of them has contradicted the contents of this. In fact, I haven't seen any line in this book contradicted by anybody. Because I knew it was a serious project. I didn't want to joke with it. I stated only those things that I found in my research.
And Chukwusido Egbunam wrote this book as a journalist.
Yes, well, I'm a journalist, I'm a writer too.
Yeah.
You know, there's a slight difference between the two, journalism and writing, but it's writing, writing is writing, yes.
You worked with the News Watch.
I did.
You worked with the Guardian.
I did.
How did your journalism career help you in writing this book?
Well, it helped me in the sense of trying to extract facts. You know, as a journalist, you ask questions. The way you are probing now, you're almost cross-examining me. That's the job as a journalist. It helps you to go for the truth, to know what the kind of facts you want to extract. It helped me in that respect, one. Two, it also helped me in the art of writing. If you're a journalist and you are writing on a report on a daily basis, writing becomes easy. So you don't have to spend 1 hour writing anything. You could finish it in 10 minutes because writing is no longer a difficulty for it. It's part of your life. It's just like the pilot. The pilot is flying every day from Lagos to Abuja. It's easy for him because he knows it. So that's what journalism helped me to know how to interrogate issues and then how to write it down. In a sense, journalism had even prepared my mind because I knew a lot of contemporary Nigerian history even before I started writing the book.
And you filled the gap with this book.
Yes.
Because there was no biographical account, a broad biographical account on Ironsi.
Nobody wrote anything about the man. All they said that he was a drunkard, he was sipping whiskey and nothing more than that. But I discovered that contrary to that nonsense, that lie, the man was a serious man. He went into the army as an ordinary rank, recruit. After the Civil War, he was found with enough competence to go for officer training. And he went there, and he kept being promoted after exams under white colonial rule, not under black officers. So, how was it?
You spoke with his sister to write this book.
Yes, I spoke with the sister.
The sister was like a mom to him.
The sister was something of a mother to him because she was much older, The sister was the one who was married to the Sierra Leonean, and they lived in Kanu. The one was an officer, a civil servant.
And the Rossi joined the army in Kanu.
Yes, he did, in Kanu.
And the sister protested.
The sister said, no, you couldn't go and join the army when we were finding you a job at the UAC. And he said, well, I've already registered and I'm enlisted and I've got my number, so it can't be changed again.
Ironsi was from Umuahia.
Yes, he was. Umuana Ndume in Umuahia Ibeku.
I want you to interrogate this part of Ironsi's life. Before he took over, there was Nwafo Orizu, who was in charge after Balewa was killed. Nwafo Orizu was an Igbo man. At some point, members of the Northern People's Congress wanted a new leader, but Orizu would not take that. Can we say Orizu was more comfortable with an Igbo man taking over than giving power again to the North? Because he somewhat resisted every attempt to appoint an acting prime minister.
I don't know where you read those from. I'm not saying that those weren't written wherever. All I'm saying is that when Ironsi and his forces aggregated the politicians and had a meeting with them, it was already a fait accompli. A lot of them were in hiding. Those of them who were there, they signed the document handing over power to the military.
Did they sign under duress?
No, they did not.
Remember, a military officer was in that meeting.
Well, hold on. The way it happened, and I interviewed what's this man's name again? The first Northern SAN. The man came from Ilorin, but he he grew up, he was born in Onitsha. He grew up in Onitsha. So he spoke Igbo like any other person. That's why he went to school. What's his name now? Well, the man said, Ironsi was addressing them. And they said we needed the authority to take over power because things, water don't pass Gary, things are spoiled. They were prepared to sign, and the man, Alhaji Abdul Razak, first Northern Nigerian senior advocate of Nigeria. And the man said, this thing cannot be a verbal thing, It's better that we write and sign one by one. There was no paper. He brought out paper there, and they wrote that document, and they all appended their signature to it. This is the truth of what happened.
Including Ozumba Mbadiwe?
Everybody who was there signed that signature.
Why was Mbadiwe so interested in how he looked? Because the way he rushed into that meeting without a cap.
No, it wasn't because you say, why was he so disinterested? Because the army troops come with their tires crunching on your hallway, and they come out, you are wanted at Parliament building. You'll be remembering your cap.
But remember, before even the army officers came, he was wasting time trying to dress up.
When they had come to him.
Before they even came.
Well, if he was wasting time trying to dress up, he would have remembered in his time wasting to pick his cap. Yes, it was this man who told me, Chief Adenro Gusonya, who told me the story. He was the person who went in to go and pick him up.
Yeah.
And he was laughing. He said that when they rushed them out, the man forgot his cap. I remember that aspect of it.
Most people don't know about Mbadiwe. And there's a popular road in Lagos, Ozumba Mbadiwe Way.
Yes.
Even most Igbo young persons don't know much about him.
They don't know, no.
And when you mentioned him in the book, I smiled. But again, do you think the Igbo nation understand the power of history? Because it seems history is skewed against them.
You see, the Igbo people are a complex people. Answers to questions on them cannot be rendered with yeses and nos. You have to speak like lawyers on the one hand, on the other hand, before you get a proper answer that will be in perspective with the question thrown at you. The Igbo people have a sense of history. Otherwise, they will not be there. It is the history of their forefathers, their resilience, their hard work that made them to survive the Civil War with everything destroyed and with 20 pounds given to each of them, even if you had 20 million in the bank, and they bounced back. If you don't have a sense of purpose, a sense of history, which is a sense of you, a sense of history is a sense of you, your person. If they didn't have it, they couldn't have survived. So they do have it. Of course, you can talk about extraneous issues. If Rochas Okorocha behaved the way he did as governor of Imo State, did he know of Igbo history? If you have people who are prepared to sell off the ethnic group for a plot of land in Abuja, do they know the history of their people? Those are valid questions to ask. But it's not the same thing as saying the people as a people, they have a sense of history.
Let's look at the fallout of the coups.
Yes.
It led to the Civil War.
Yes, it did.
Before the war, there was massive killing in northern region.
Yes.
Of persons of Igbo origin. Was it a pogrom?
Yes, it was genocidal. It was a genocide. I was in Kanu. I lived in Kanu then. In fact, I even lost my elder brother there. He had one of the best school certificate results in northern Nigeria, Igbo Union Grammar School. They killed him there at 18 years. You see what I mean? So it was genocide. You went killing people all over the place. And nobody has apologized for that up to next tomorrow.
Was the military part of the killing?
Oh, yes. I wrote it here in this book because General Danjuma became a later-day apologist, saying that under Buhari, the soldiers are attacking and killing people, and people should defend themselves. I reminded him in this book that that was what happened in 1966. Soldiers went to Sobongeri Kanu, they call it Operation Wipeout, and killed any Igbo person that they found there that night. They did it May 29, June 29, July 29, September 29. And those who were traveling on the road, they were seizing them and killing them. In fact, Gowan said it, it's quoted in this book. Gowan said the killings of the Igbo people have become unnecessary. It's in the book, he said it. That they should remember that after all, God in his infinite mercy has given back federal power to another northerner. Gowan said it, and Gowan is alive. Gowan, your man, if I can call him, Gowan was the person who said that the basis of unity did not exist in Nigeria.
How can Gowan be my man? I've not met him.
Okay, so Gowan said he may not be a man, as Irons is my man, but Gowan said that there wasn't basis for unity in Nigeria. When he discovered what he had done, he tried to deny it, and they rewrote other things. They forgot that there's something called BBC monitoring. Anything you say for radio or any part of the world, BBC will capture it. Even once you broadcast it, they have it. Then we went there and brought the original of his broadcast. It is still there. For a little fee, they will give it to you. He said there was no basis for unity in Nigeria.
So they were ready to break away.
That speech was a secession speech. He was going to proclaim the Republic of Northern Nigeria.
Who stopped him?
Mr. Matthews, the American ambassador, and Cumming Bruce, the British High Commissioner. You know what I did? I went to Kew Garden in London. It was part of the reasons why the book didn't appear originally, because I was looking for that vital information. You have to wait for about 25 years for materials to be declassified for you to have access to it. Then I went to Kew Gardens. I went to the vault of these British parliamentary records. And so the Honorable Minister said, yes, Jack Gowan, another who was going to succeed, and we dissuaded him and told him no, to stay, not to succeed. It's in the book. And he said, I'm just sorry for humankind. I'm sorry for Gowan. When I was chief of staff to Governor P2B, Gowan visited. He was moving around with his Nigeria praise. I was the person who received him. I was the person who put him in the hotel where he stayed. I was with him while he ate, we were chatting and everything. He encouraged me, said he was chief of staff at a much younger age than myself. It's not easy, I should do my best. I thanked him and everything. But there are many things about our society that he should have cleared the air about, but has desisted from doing so. That is why he deserves to. It's good that God gave him longevity. The man is nearly 90 years. He has to come clean on all these matters and tell them what happened.
When you say come clean, you want him to write a book? Because there's the Gowon biography written by Eliagu.
The Gowon biography written by Eliagu, I read it, I quoted it in this book. He talked about, Gowon biography is his whole life, his 9 years in power and everything. But the ones that are pertinent to Ironsi, where he said that Gowon was the person who crushed the coup. That's a lie. It's not true. And I had to counter him there.
Did Igbo have to go to war?
Well, I think I said it from the outset that I'm not a man of violence. And where peace will do, there's no need to go to war. And if you go through history, most wars end up on the negotiation table at the end of the day, at the end of the fighting. That's one aspect of my answer to you, but I will give you another aspect of it. You sitting here now, and somebody comes in, punching you, kicking you, biting you, spitting upon you. He even has a dagger, which means that once it goes into your heart, your end has come. I will ask you to defend yourself. No people have been killed like Nnamdi in Africa. Not even this thing that happened in Rwanda. This thing went on for many months. It went into the war. They kept bombing churches. They kept bombing markets. They kept bombing public squares. They said that starvation was a legitimate instrument of warfare.
Who said?
I always said it. I now always said, all of them said it. They blockaded Biafra. Even if I didn't say it verbally, that's the meaning. And kids were dying from lack of nutrition.
It was war.
It was war. And then all those were people who got killed for things they knew nothing about.
Igbo wanted war, right? And they got war.
Who said Igbo wanted war? Did I say anything of the sort? I'm saying that if you are attacked, you should defend yourself, and you're telling me that Igbo wanted war. Was it Biafra that attacked Nigeria?
Nigeria attacked Biafra,
yes,
right?
Nigeria attacked Biafra.
And Biafra defended itself.
Yes. Yes.
Was Biafra prepared for that war?
Biafra was, given the benefit of hindsight, that Biafra was unprepared.
Should Biafra have waited for the right time to go to war?
Yes, people suggested that would have been the best thing to do. You didn't go to war if the certainty of your defeat is there. You made peace. You see what I mean?
Would the Igbo nation go to war again?
I told you here that I'm not a prophet. But I can tell you that if you attacked any ethnic group in this society, even if made up of 20 people, by the time you finish killing 19 of them, the 20th person may at least try to defend themselves.
Are Igbo people under attack in the present Nigeria?
Yes.
Who is attacking them?
The federal government is attacking them.
Tell me more.
Okay. The Southeast geopolitical zone was destabilized by Abuja.
How?
Well, it started with police stations being attacked. You go to some place like Imo State, they attack the police station. The military, this thing is that of the Obinze, they are just minutes away. Other military formations are there. They sack the prison. Nobody will do anything. All over the East.
Who was sacking the prisons, attacking the police stations?
Those people who were organized to attack those police stations and prisons were releasing prisons. That was where it started.
IPOB?
No, I'm not saying IPOB. I said those thugs who were attacking were doing those. But the central point I'm making is that you can't have a government in place and they sack a police station today, no defense. They sack a second one tomorrow, no defense. They sack 10 police stations in the state, no defense.
Chief Iluagunam,
This thing
who
happened
was attacking the police stations? Is it IPOB?
You asked me that question. I
Oh,
said,
yes,
no, I don't attribute those attacks to them. The people who should have answered their question are the government functionaries who had the means and the wherewithal to counter those attacks. But that was leading to answering your question, the destabilization of the Southeast geopolitical zone. Okay. Now, when Buhari was military head of state, he organized with some ex-Israeli security agents to go and kidnap Umar Diko in London and bring him back to this country. They kidnapped Umar Diko, they took him to Stansted Airport, they created him, drugged him, but the Scotland Yard Police Department, they found out and released the man. 30 years later, when he became civilian head of state, he went to Kenya and seized Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back here. That is at the heart of the instability in the country now. The Supreme Court has said, release this man. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority. If you released Nnamdi Kanu today, I tell you, the chances of peace returning will be 90%. Why? A lot of the disorder you see in the Southeast zone now is tied to sit at home.
Who ordered sit at home in the first place?
When it started,
Yeah.
When it started, it was IPOB. Initially, at that time, nobody was forced to sit at home. People did it willingly, who liked. If you didn't like, you went your way, nobody disturbed you. Now, you have multiple voices ordering sit at homes. There's one fellow who is in Finland.
Simon Ekpa.
He orders sit at home. Sometimes he said people should buy food stuff and stay indoors for 2 weeks. Such ridiculous things. There are all kinds of names, some of them nicknames, ordering sit at home, sit at home, sit at home.
Should we accuse Nnamdi Kanu of instigating the crisis and the instability in the Southeast?
Now, if you want to do that, you have the freedom to do that. You have the freedom to accuse any other person you like, but I'm not going to be party to that kind of antipathy. That's not the way I function. I'm telling you, ask me a question, and I'm answering, Abuja destabilized the Southeast zone. They can stabilize it again by releasing this man who the Supreme Court said...
He was released before. Did that bring peace to the Southeast?
After he was released, what happened?
What happened?
They went to his father's house and sacked the place, killed people and destroyed the whole place.
Before the father's house was sacked, what happened?
I don't know what happened. Tell me what happened. I'm not a tape recorder.
Because you live in the Southeast. You are a village man.
I don't live in Abia State.
But you
and whatever is in the news, if you are in Scotland, you will see it. You will know it. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Bermuda, you will still know. So you will also know that.
I know Chuksule Bunam is a village man.
Yes, I am a village man.
He lives in the village.
I do.
He understands what goes on in the Southeast.
I understand what goes on in my village.
Your ears are on the ground.
Your ears are also on the ground. Are they not? Your ears are also on the ground.
So Tinubu releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. That is what you are saying.
Yes, because people who have similar charges like himself are being released. So whereas he's in freedom bound back into the US, this other guy of the Aloy there is in freedom and do his whatever is his business in northern Nigeria. And this man, the Supreme Court has said, release this man. So you have got to be told why they think that this man cannot be released. And let me make a final point why I'm saying these things. I believe that there will be some kind of order. Everybody claims to be IPOB. Everybody claims to be ESN. We don't know who we sue because we are not members of their organization. But I'm saying that if you have Nnamdi Kanu out and he says, cease sit at homes, any other alternate voice that comes in will be dealt with.
But he has said it from the courts.
They said they didn't believe him, that he wasn't the person who said it. It is not, they said they don't believe it, that he's under duress, that he's still in captivity. Bring him out.
And hopefully Tinubu will bring him out.
Yes, hopefully.
The Igbo nation is speaking up.
In fact, if I were the man, I won't wait for the Igbo nation to do the right thing. I will do the right thing and wait for them to applaud me if they like. If you have the right thing to do not wait to be told before you do the right thing.
You know, Chief Ilebunam, what does the Igbo man want from Nigeria?
The Igbo man wants to be treated like a human being. The Igbo man wants to have the same basic rights that every other Nigerian enjoys. The Igbo man wants to be in freedom. The Igbo man doesn't want to hear that he cannot vote in Lagos. There are Yoruba and Igbo people in London winning electoral offices, even in the US.
But Igbo people are voting everywhere in Nigeria.
Didn't you see what happened during the last general elections? Didn't you hear about, you live in Ibadan, but didn't you know what was happening in Lagos? Didn't you see officials of this current government saying that they should go back to the East? How can you say people should work? There are millions of Yoruba people in Cote d'Ivoire. At least 5 million. They've been living there since the 30s. Nobody's chasing them away. They participate in every aspect of life. Why should you tell me that I can't live in Lagos? I can't use my money to buy a house in Lagos.
But Igbo people are living in Lagos.
Didn't you hear the clamor for them to leave?
Igbo people are buying houses in Lagos.
Didn't you hear that they bought up the whole of Lagos Island? As
Igbo
if they force
businesses
people.
are thriving in Lagos till now.
I don't think you are following me.
I'm following you.
You are saying that Igbo people are thriving.
Yes.
It didn't occur to you that they are thriving because of their resilience, in spite of all the adversities put in their way, in spite of all the opposition. It's not because they know their history, they have their resilience, they know what's in their DNA that they are surviving and thriving.
Do you want an Igbo president?
I want a competent president. That is one question. I do not want a numbskull to become president of Nigeria simply because he's Igbo.
Do numbskulls govern a country?
Yes.
Have they governed Nigeria before?
If Nigeria were otherwise governed, we won't be in this mess that we are today. Look at, we are in a mess now.
Who is a numbskull?
A numbskull is person when not get anything inside in brain power. You don't get brain power, that's a numbskull.
And they've been president of Nigeria?
Through time.
Is Peter Obi one of them?
He's never been president of this country.
Is he a numbskull?
No, how could he be? I was his chief of staff when he was governor of Anambra State. The man has grey matter in his head.
Tell me more.
I saw this man for the first time when Ojukwu came to Delta State to campaign for APGA. And I talked to him there, asked him a few questions, and I said, well, let's see how it goes. And I went to him. When the governorship election took place in Anambra State, Ngige was declared winner and sworn in as governor. I got convinced that Peter Obi won the election, and I started to campaign for him. By then, I held a weekly column in the Vanguard every Tuesday. Samamuka, the owner of the publisher of Vanguard, allowed me, gave me the leeway, you know, the license. Every week I was writing. The writing should be done. To court. After 3 years, he won. And he went into power. And he achieved a lot there. UFCC never call him, say, come give account of how you spend the money. Up till next tomorrow. How many governors have got that kind of flag of support to wave?
What is his depth of mind like?
Let me tell you about that man. That guy has a multi-track mind. I worked with him for 3 years before he became governor. That is, campaigning for him to win his mandate. That's one point. I worked with him for the first 5 of his 80s before I went to the presidency. If Peter Obi tells you to go and buy this book for him, he already knows the cost of the book. Before he gives you, maybe the money is, the cost is 5,000. He can give you 10,000 and say, I need this book very, very badly. Go and get it. Before you come back, you say, you bought it for 15,000. He might leave you alone, but he knows the cost of the book. If they will quote this, they want to, there was a time we were going to do adverts in Anambra State to welcome President Obasanjo, and they quoted figures. He laughed. He said, we'll continue this meeting tomorrow. He phoned advert people from Lagos. They flew in. I went to the airport in Enugu and brought them in. They brought receipts of advert billboards they posted last year, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, to say that it's not fabricated. And Peter Obi said, look at this. That's the kind of person. If Peter Obi was president of Nigeria, he will not give anybody 90 billion for pilgrimage when people are starving. He will not do that. Not even in his wildest dream. So he's a different kettle of fish.
The man Nigeria needs?
The kind of person Nigeria needs.
He contested in the presidential election.
Yes, he did.
In 2023.
He did.
You were part of that?
In what sense?
You wrote a biography.
I wrote his biography, yes. Because people were telling lies about him. I said, no be this man who I know well. Then I sat down and I wrote his story. So that people will see the truth. I wrote it.
That was a good campaign, right?
Why not?
Did he win?
Oh, not even only that. I'm a media person, but I was sitting in my village and giving ideas. Wait, he won the election in my view.
He won?
Oh yes, in my view, he won. Fair and square.
How?
Didn't you see the anomalies of INEC? Didn't you see what their bivouac machines will work for governorship, it won't work for presidential? Didn't you see all the mutilated things? Is that how they contest elections?
Are you saying the election was rigged?
The election was more than the election was suffered a horrendous amputation of truth and fact. That's what I'm saying.
Peter Obi is the president Nigeria is yet to have?
Peter Obi is a president Nigeria could yet have. Yes.
Not Tinubu?
What do you mean by not that man? What do you mean by him?
Tinubu is not the right man to govern at this time?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the man who won the election is not in seat because those people who, negative forces, who had the forces of coercion, prevented justice to be done. That's all I said.
The Supreme Court certified Tinubu as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
The Supreme Court also said that Nnamdi Kanu should be released.
So the Supreme Court is good.
The Supreme Court is good in what sense?
Nnamdi Kanu should be released.
Fine.
Tinubu won.
That's what they said. That's what, wait, let me tell you, listen. The Supreme Court decides, and that decision is final. That does not mean that you can't have non-acceptance. It's just that your non-acceptance of a Supreme Court verdict is for your own mind alone and shouldn't go beyond that. That is what it means. It doesn't mean that the Supreme Court is infallible. After all, the Supreme Court made what's this man's name? This guy, this fellow in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma governor. Hope Uzodinma came forth in an election. All the records were there. Hope Uzodinma became governor of Imo State. And he's even still there. Is it not the Supreme Court that decided that? Should I accept it? In my mind, I didn't accept it, but I will not go and carry placard. I will not go and cause dissension or destruction. But you can't force a man what he will believe.
I will not round off this interview without you telling me about Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu. You knew him?
Yes, he was my friend.
Your friend?
Yes.
Tell me about your friend.
When I think about the man, I think about the ideal I have of the Igbo man. What is happening nowadays is that there are certain characters of Igbo origin who, when you give them $100,000, they will sell their father and sell their mother on top of that because of $100,000 or a plot of land in Abuja or oil block. In fact, nobody even gives them any oil block. That's too much to give to charlatans, people who they see as charlatans. But Ojukwu couldn't be bribed. He said and remained resolute that you can't kill my people like this. These are human beings, massacred across the country. Women with their stomachs ripped open and unborn children brought out. People decapitated. Have you seen the Onyuke report on all those massacres? I have the book. All those things happened there, and nobody has apologized about that. You see? But Ojukwu said, no, you can't do that. It's a lesson that evil will always be opposed. And you see how it happened for him. When he died, you had somebody with some sense in power. I followed the burial throughout. He was given state burial, no bisu.
Yeah.
And there was something he told his son, which most people didn't know. I was in Peter Obi's government with his son, Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu Jr. He said, before they close my casket, put a Biafran flag inside it. Emeka Jr. had all those military officers, everybody was there before they put that flag there.
He put it there.
Oh, yes, quote me.
Ojukwu was buried with the Biafran flag?
Oh, yes, in his casket.
Does that mean the burial of Biafra?
It means the signification of what Ojukwu believed in. That's what it means.
Does it mean that Biafra will come?
I've told you from the outset of this interview that Chukwu claims many things, but not prophecy. I'm not a prophet.
You can't project?
I can't project in directions that are aimed at causing stupefaction. I will not do that. I don't project to stupefaction, no.
So Ojukwu was buried with Biafra in his heart.
So you say that now yourself, so you've got the gist.
So that is the gist.
Got the gist.
So more Nnamdi Kanus will come.
If they like, they will come. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You asked me here what Ndibo want. I say they want to be treated like other Nigerians. Didn't you hear that guy they called Igboho? What's his first name? Who started to raise Yoruba agitation here before they seized him?
Sunday Igboho.
Sunday Igboho. Because they felt marginalized. If you marginalize somebody being human, you say, why? That was what happened in South Africa. If you want to stop, listen, if you want to put a halt to separatist agitations, treat A the way you treat B, the way you treat C, the way you treat Z. Don't make this person a god and make this person a footstool.
Chief Ilebunam, in this book, you called for a new constitutional architecture.
Yes, I did.
So can you hit the nail on the head now?
Yes. The constitution we have today is General Abdulsalami Abubakar's constitution. In it, the opening sentence says, we the people. That's a lie now. When did the people meet to do that constitution? Where? Where did they meet to do that?
Should we go back to regionalism?
We should go back to federalism. True federalism, which is the same thing as regionalism. Listen, you could have federalism with 100 states. You could have federalism with 4 regions. Do you understand? Federalism talks about the evolution of power. You have those powers that are inherent in the regions or in the states. You have those powers that are residual and reside at the center. That is what it is, federalism. You cannot have a situation, let me tell you something. The security people guarding the governor of Lagos State and any other governor in this country are not taking orders from the governor. They are taking orders from the commander-in-chief. That's not federalism. Before, you used to have regional police forces. Even in the north, you had Dansanda, Dandauka, local government police. Now, the police is one unit here. You've gone to America. In America, the New York Police Department is autonomous. LA Police, Massachusetts Police, any police force. Even if you go to England, Scotland Yard, London Metropolis, and very other places, Birmingham, in Scotland, any other places, they have their independent police forces. But here, you just have one Inspector General of Police and it's in the whole country.
So you are calling for state police?
Yes. If we have state police, in my state, in Anambra State, before I go from Onitsha to Awka, which is a journey of about, it shouldn't take me more than 30 minutes. You have 30 mobile police checkpoints, collecting money in front of everybody's eyes, in corruption, armed with AK-47s. Meaning that when they leave the police force, they don't have money, they find their guns and become armed robbers. That is what you have when you have the federal this in everywhere. You have to have police force. There's nothing wrong with it. State police force. Even if you can't have state police force, have them according to geopolitical zones. so that the governor of a state doesn't become the overbearing boss of the police in their own state.
And if that does not happen as soon as possible?
I don't give timetables to people I have no control over. I'm not giving time to when it will happen, because it may never happen.
And if it doesn't happen?
People will face whatever the consequences are ultimately. That's what will happen.
We might get to your turn to Israel?
We might get to anything. There is nothing to be ruled out or ruled in any political society. Did you believe that Donald Trump will organize the overthrow of a properly conducted election in a democracy that has lasted for hundreds of years? There's nothing impossible in any society. Did you know that in Kenya, people after fighting the Mama War will revolt against this man over increased taxes? They were claiming that they were going forward. So there's nothing, and even in this country, they say tribalism doesn't prevents mass action against impudent or arbitrary authority. Because A is A today does not mean that A will remain A tomorrow or next week. Change is part of politics.
As we round off this interview, I have not mentioned one name.
Yes.
And that name is important when you are reeling out the historical account of Nigeria. Nnamdi Azikiwe. We've not mentioned him in this talk. Mm-hmm. He was not around when the boys struck in January 1966. He was away. He left Nigeria in October. During the war, some felt he wasn't really with the Igbo people, so some have tagged him a saboteur. Let's round off with Azikiwe. What is your perspective of that Nigerian who can be described as one of the founding fathers of this country?
Azikiwe cannot be described as one of the founding fathers. Azikiwe is one of the founding fathers. Let us put it in a more directive tone instead of can be described. It gives spaces for doubt. He was one of the founding fathers of this society. He fought for this country's independence. He used the media. He had a media empire. He had a newspaper in Lagos, in Warri, in Onitsha, in Kanu, all over the place. People like Akintola, people like Awo, they were writing in his newspapers. So he's the father of Nigerian journalism. He set up the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and that is where you had the first school of journalism in Nigeria. A lot of these journalists went to that school. He did all those things. When Biafra came, Nnamdi Azikiwe was fully in support of Nigeria. In fact, he was party to writing the Biafran anthem. Go and ask anybody. That thing that is, themed after the music of Finlandia.
Yes.
He wrote.
I saw it in the book, The Untold History.
He wrote most of it anyway. And if you go and read Chief Ralph Uwechwe's book, Ralph Uwechwe was Biafra's ambassador in France. He came from Ogwashuku. He wrote a book on the crisis. They and Azikiwe were going for peace conferences, going up, meeting leaders to try and get support for Biafra. It was because of the Azikiwe connection that Haiti recognized Biafra, because he went to school in the US with Papa Dog. Now, at some point, when Biafra continued to suffer reverses, because there were no arms to fight this war, and there was no food for the soldiers to even eat, he had a change of mind. Azikiwe's viewpoint was, let's end this war and end this suffering. And when he went abroad again, the next time you saw, he was in Lagos and he met with Gowan and all the rest of it before the war ended. it could be possible that Azikwe's move helped to stem the repercussions that would have followed the fall of Biafra. That's not really how wars end and you were defeated. It's true that people like Colonel Onwatuewu were killed after the war. He was killed 2 weeks after the war. Professor Kalu Ezara was killed after the war. Those things happened. But in a real war situation, they will just mow into you people defenselessly. Do you understand? Within hours after the war ended, I was in contact with Nigerian soldiers and they were not firing at me. You understand? So it could be that he helped in that mood. For that, I will say it on record that I condemn Gowon's mistakes, but I hail him for that end of war, that he was able to contain the wildness of his troops.
No victor, no vanquished.
No, not that one. I'm just talking in terms of killing people after the war had ended. In terms of no victor, no vanquished, I am the vanquished. We were the vanquished. We remain the vanquished up till next tomorrow. We have only 5 states. Other people have 6, some have 7. And we're not inferior in population. We are not inferior in population. And the unit of development in any society is the human being. You can't have a northern state, it has is bigger than one state in the north, is bigger than southeast. Their population may not be that as much as that of Anambra State. The Igbo country has the highest population density on the African continent.
Who should be reading this book?
Anybody who wants the truth of Nigeria's contemporary history should read this book.
Chief Chukwulebunam, thank you for featuring on State Affairs.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure.
I am Edmondo Pilo. Watch out for the next interview.
So, my people, this is very interesting, right? I want to see those of you, I want to know if you know that this interview, this state affair is very interesting. Please, I want to see your comments, because it's very, very interesting that most of us don't know a lot that Chief Chu said here. No, because you can see on media, most people go and court where it's stay them, they prefer. No, so I started it yesterday and we ended today, because there's a lot we learned, because most of us don't know that even Ojukwu, the Biafra flag was put inside his casket. But most people will tell you Ojukwu was buried with the Nigeria flag. But you hear it from this man. And one thing I so much, love about Chief Chus, that when he says something, he quote the time, I give you the name. So in fact, I must be honest towards to myself and to others. I didn't even know that we still have men like this. I didn't even know that we still have men like this. I didn't even know that we still have men like this. The man speaks boldly. He's not afraid. You can see where you talk about our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. And even the journalist the journalist play a kind of a devil advocate. Then he stand on his ground. He told him that it's not IPOB. It's not IPOB. So we will bring in this kind of interaction that we find that is very, very educative to us. Basically, we will bring it up and we give it a space so that we will learn. So let's talk about, if there's anyone who have question, you can ask your question, or if you want to come in, the link is there, you can come in. Now, we are still asking, where is Chinasa Wankita? Where is Chinasa Wankita? We are still asking, where is Chinasa Wankita? Tomorrow we're going to play, we're going to do a video. I like when I say something, I bring out a video. We're going to bring a video of Chibuze Gwatu, the defending the leadership what the kind of role he's playing now. And remember, this is what we are saying then. Chibuze Gwatu told us when he was still in this struggle that if you have information of so people, bring it to him, that he will take it to the Nigerian authority. Then I asked them, as a member of IPOB, then you have anything that you have something that is going on, or you have something that people need to act on it. Will you take it to Nigerian government, Nigerian authority, or will you take it to IPOB? IPOB? I asked this question then. But today, go to his Facebook and see the kind of program he's doing. He's exposing our men on ground. He's exposing Biafrans on ground to Nigerian authority. Remember what I told you guys, that Okale Potachala. But today, he quit by himself. And I said to Lolo, onye akpọrọ afa then not papa again. I hope you see the kind of work he's doing against his own people. Against his own people. And these are the same person that work with Chinasa Wankita and Chika Pole Doziem. So if this guy is working with the government right now, don't you think that Chinasa Wankita and Chika Pole Doziem, they are all in it together? Don't you think so? Don't you think so? Are you amazed that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not working with this man anymore? Why can't you ask yourself this question and be honest to yourself? That Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not working with this man. And I see a post from Patrick Nkemu writing jargon. I already posted, bring some of his speech, because he was trying to tell Paul Achebe that Paul Achebe have disobeyed his insubordination. Then I posted a video of him, what he said about our leader. Tell me that his speech, if it's not insubordination, the highest insubordination, telling us that they are changing the structure, and they are doing it. The highest insubordination, and you want to attack Paul Achebe? Then I caught the video I posted, they were shocked. And he now talked about the sit at home. He made a write-up again, trying to blackmail Kanu Takana again. The Kanu Takana was the one that suspended the sit at home. You guys know me. When I do something, I do with evidence. I say something, I say with evidence. I just go and bring a video of Chika Pole Edoziemu, video of 2 minutes and something, where Chika Pole Edoziemu said that Onyendu asked them to suspend this at home. I bring the video, I post to him, and I told him that I need a debate from him. Let him take up a debate from me. So Patrick Nkem, I know you are watching. Or those that are here, I can see somebody like, what is his name? Somebody like Onyi Best Iloko. Onyi Best Iloko, take this message to Patrick Nkem. Tell him that Maze Zume is telling him to take a date for a debate. Let's tell our people what is going on. Let him bring all those blackmail. I will debunk it with fact and figure. I told them that this is not 2021. This is not 2021. This is not 2021. My people, I tell you that we have a very small space. Very, very small space. But they are getting our message. I saw like I said, if you have a question, you can bring your question in. If you want to come in, come in. Go and see Simon Ekpa, what he posted on his S handle. He's always listening to me. It's not that I'm supporting what he's doing, but I'm trying to point something out. In the S handle from Simon Ekpa, he puts sit at home from 29, 30, how many days he put there, no? But guess what? The different from the other ones he's doing. He said that this now sit at home is for the government workers. Because I am telling him that what you are doing is fake. You don't have to suffer our people. Take whatever you want to take to Nigeria government, not to our people, not to the common man on ground. I think that tomorrow we're going to bring out the post from him. He was asking that all Nigeria government workers should stay at home for this thing. He was doing it for the release of Nnamdi Kanu because of this sickness. Now I said, so this is all you can do to call the sit at home. This is all you can do for government workers. So this is all you can do. And you are the same person that threaten people, governors, House of Rep, senators for calling the release of Nnamdi Kanu. So this is all you can do. So this thing you do now is what we bring our leader out, right? Go and be honest to yourself. I know that he's trying to be relevant because he said it by himself that the 150 days he gave that time was for Nigeria government to know him, for them to take him serious. That is a propaganda. So this one now, propaganda, that's what I will say. Propaganda can carry a copy again. So my people, everybody, you can see what that man said, Chief Chusi Legunam. It's not today. He said that we are the people that they kill most. That in the whole world, nobody has been killed more than Igbo people. In the whole world. And that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. And that is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there, suffering for me and you. But we have a lot of enemy within. People that they say that they want to change the structure, and they are doing it. Somebody standing before Deputy HOD, Tony One Bottle, to castigate our leader, to attack our leader. And all Deputy HOD, Tony One Bottle is doing, he was giving accolade to that person. Yes, one day is Kibu. One day is Kibu. One day is Kibu. Somebody attacking your leader, and you're there telling you one day is Kibu. Tells you what Patrick Kikemi is saying. They are the one that sent him to say it. But watch out. All of them will be disappointed. Let's bring our leader. Let's people that are trying to take power from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's pray it. Then we can call it a day. I have my eye. Sure is this. Let's listen to this.
Anybody I curse is cursed.
Yeah.
Once I condemn you, you're finished.
Yeah.
Ask the Sabo,
Yeah.
those that tried to take over power when I was in prison, because I valued them, thought they were doing what we all swore to do. As soon as I went into prison, they started to connive to take over power. Where are they today? Because I cursed them, and they will never have peace.
Oh God.
I won't touch them, I won't harm them, but they'll never have peace. Today they are worthless.
Yes.
Absolutely worthless.
Yeah.
That is who we are. Do you know why? Because our hands are clean. When we say we are whiter than white and whiter than snow, people don't understand what it means. Now they do. Do you know why? Because anything we touch, we have the Midas touch. Anything we touch turns into gold. Everything we touch. Today, everywhere the zoo is around the world, every major country, we are checkmating them. 100, no more lies. We are checkmating them. And now the world understands that the face of corruption is the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. They know.
So I just want to remind those that are trying to take the power from Nnamdi Kanu, even those that are supporting the check out the media worms. Where are they today? Where are they today? I just want to remind them what happened people before them. What happened people before them? And my people, are you guys not surprised how this the church cat media worms, how Chukwuka Biama have destroyed them? And I told them that they can never be at peace. They can never be at peace until the Mazinankan is out. And even 1,000 Teeth has confirmed it that they are not working together, but they are working individually. 1,000 Teeth say it, that he can say that they are not okay. Let me play it for you guys. Can we tell you here? Could you 1,000 Teeth say it, that you can say that we are not working collectively, but they are working individually. Let's listen to him. You guys to listen.
We are not dwelling in the past. You can't go as he resign. It doesn't make me to stop. The way we were saying, I'll resign and now I have justified myself. Let me go out. No, in a and I question my hand, but he collectively as a team is no more there. But individually, people are trying on their own best. It can be collectively as a team is no more there. But individually, people are trying on their own best. It can be in different angle. Religion. Collectively as a team is no more there. Collectively as a team is no more there. But individually, collectively as a team is no more there.
So, dear friends, I told you guys that these people will never be at peace. They will never work together anymore until Mazinankan is out. They will never be at peace. Today, 1,000 Teeth has confirmed it. But let's play some of their old brokers before. When they were rising, telling Biafran that anywhere Chika Polydosium went, there we go. Let's play some of their past brokers before. Let's play. Let's refresh some of you guys' memory. It's very important. Let's start from Chibuzi Egwatu. Let's play some of his brokers. Hold on, hold on.
Friends all over the world. Good evening and welcome to my program, Biafrans, friends and lovers of freedom, our well-wishers. I welcome you all this evening. My name is Comrade Ikengu Luago and I am IPOB whistleblower. As you join this broadcast, I want you to welcome people. Just try to tag people, as much people as you can. Once you join the broadcast, the first thing you will do is to share it. Share the program. Share it because Facebook is restricting us. Facebook is not letting people to get a notification. So, if you think your friends will join, they will not, because people are not getting the notification. They will just send it to some few individuals. But you ask most of our comrades, they will tell you that there is no way we can start broadcast without at least 1,000+ people to join. But people are not getting the notification. Simon Eba and his boys and a friend of those that we called our friend, they have decided to become our enemy. Please, once you join us, please share this broadcast. I don't want to start without enough people, to come on board, because I have vital information that I would like to share. And I will also talk about the show of shame. The show of shame Nnamdi displayed today on Radio Biafra. One thing Biafrans must understand: things will never be like before. It doesn't matter how people cry. It doesn't matter whose name they are calling. Things will never be like before. You can't take my money and on top of it, you will command me on what to say. Things will never be like before. The only problem that I have with our people is that a lot of people do eye service. But if we learn how to stand our ground and make decision, believe you me, our place will be a better place. It will not be like before. One old winch cannot be in charge of money that belongs to the whole country, money that belongs to distinguished men and women, money that belongs to kings and queens, prince and princess of our land. One old witch will be in charge of. Who said that? Whose order is that? It will never be the same again. And there is nothing anyone can do about it. There is nothing. It doesn't matter how they try to scare you. The only thing that I would say to Biafrans, we must learn how to stand firm. We must learn how to stand our ground.
So, Biafrans, in the honor of we must learn how to stand firm, to fight against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can see what he's saying, that one woman will not carry IPOB money. All those blackmail. I hope you guys are seeing the truth. I hope the rain have fall and gone. When I fall, the sky is clear. The rain have come and gone. You guys are seeing the truth. Last time I tell you guys, Madam Nene told us for going to 3 years, Chika Paul Edoziem have changed all the accounts. Now I also play you a video where 1,000 it said, who are those responsible for IPW Finance now? Because Chika Paul Edoziem, aka Enemy at the Gate, have changed all the accounts. All the South America, they are not paying anymore to account. Our leader said they are paying to their personal accounts. All North America, Europe, and some part of America, where is all the money? Some part of South Africa, where is all the money? But you can see the blackmail. That I need to we are destroying their evil plan. We are destroying their propaganda, their blackmail, their lies. This is we are saying we stand in the path of the truth. Let's continue listening to him a bit. I also play you guys a clip where he said that he's ready to step down. Let's listen to him a bit.
We must learn how to become unpushable, no matter how they try to scare you. Because what they do these days is to come online, they will tell, oh, you know, it was Onyendu. It's Onyendu who did this, it's Onyendu who did that, simply because they are trying everything humanly possible to scare you. The thing is, we can't, because of this old winch and his boys, like Ikechukwu Onora is one of them, but I don't blame him. You know, when you can't control the appetite, if you can't control hunger, there is nothing hunger will not lead you into. And if you are in IPOB after stomach infrastructure, there is nothing you will not do. You will be engaging in some things and be looking for a way to justify your foolishness. That's just it. You will see them guilty conscience. They will come online. After they talk, they will start, oh, he's still this, he's still that. But you cannot be man enough. I'm talking to Ikechukwu Onora. You know me, when it comes to me, I don't care whether you are my brother. When I want to enrich my attack on you, I will mention your name. I will not be beating around the bush. Ikechukwu Onora cannot stop Nenianya from talking rubbish. But he will come online, Barrister Ikechukwu Onora. Hi, anyway, onwere ife nne we are calling Donicha. Ikechukwu Onora will be there. Nenianya will say, we don't take order from Chike Doziem. And these people think we are stupid. That's what they think. They think when they come online mention, oh, Onyendu said, then all of us will become scared. Or maybe they think, oh, so they will talk it and we say something. People will say, oh, we don't have respect for Onyendu. Look, let me tell you people something. I choose to respect who I want to respect. It's not by fault. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. It's not like anyone is forcing me to respect. It's not like anyone is forcing me to take order from our leader. It's not like I'm scared. The thing is, Nnamdi Kanu is our leader, and Nnamdi Kanu will continue to lead us. But things will never be the same. That's just the fact. And I want people who normally go and the lawyers who do go, look, things will never be the same. There is no way we are going to accept one old demented winch to be in charge of the money that belongs.
So we stop it here. So today, where is this man? I'm asking you guys. Today, where is Chibuze Guatu? I told you guys that Biafra is a spirit. Today, where is Chibuzie Guatu? Those people then, almost anytime he came up on Facebook, they will rush. And a 3 special one, defender of leadership, whistleblower, that and that. Where are those people today? Are you guys not ashamed of yourself? Are you guys not ashamed of yourself? Abamuno. You guys call us in the code of conduct, and we gladly accepted that. We will stand and defend every single instruction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will stand and defend IPOB code of conduct. We have one IPOB and one DOX. One IPOB and one DOX. We will defend this. Chika Paul Edozemu is not DOS. Chika Paul Edozemu, his name is not DOX. Chinasa Wanketa, his name is not DOX. Chukwudo Former is there, his name is not DOS. Austin Agban, his name is not DOS. Tony Zumike Tony one bottle, his name is not DOX. But they are the member of DOS working in office. Soldier goes, soldier come. Barrack remain. DOS is just like a barrack. So when you are addressing these people, call them by your name. All of them, their own is finished. I told you guys. Do you guys remember my warning, my last warning to Chika Paul Edozemu, 1st of January 2024? And I told him that Chika Paul Edozemu, even was less than 5% to be relevant in this struggle. Even was less than 5%. And what Kiwi go back and do whatever you need to do from A to Z. Then there you and obey the constitution, IPO code of conduct. If not, that's your end. Yeah, well, sorry. What's happening today? When I look to guy diminish to boost the go out to a where gory offer, not the I'm sorry. I gory offer with million. When you are Jackie, we're making also. The more are coming. Today, where is China Sawankita? And I'm June. Where is China Sawankita? All those attack on Takano, on service of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are far. Those that are clapping for China Sawankita are far. China Sawankita, you must come out. You see, Jonathan Chinedu, your own is coming. Jonathan Chinedu, your own is coming. You say it with your mouth that you are against the religion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that you are against the religion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is what you said by your mouth. Let me play it. Go on, you went to the well, play again. You went to the well.
Crude oil. Do you know how many trillions of dollars that are pumped into America? I'm talking of America alone. I never talk about the UK. What of Italy? All these places, do you know how many trillions of dollars each year? All this is, when we have the new liberation, they feel that they are going to miss all these things. Do you think that they will just keep quiet and say, oh yeah, take your liberation? Like that? It's going to be bloody. You're ready for this, because we love life, even if it means living under slavery. Average Igbo man love for life. I am telling you, I love for life. That's why, privately, personally, I am against this desperation for our leader coming out. I am against it. Showing Nigeria. I am telling you, I love for life. That's why, privately, personally, I am against this desperation for our leader coming out. I am against it. Showing Nigeria that I did all of life. That's why, privately, personally, I am against this desperation for our leader coming out. I am against it. Showing Nigeria that I the desperate. Yeah, no, dear. Hey, all the desperate to come out. Yeah, weakness. Yeah, they show weakness. I know here. And they show her weakness. Oh, ultra at all costs. Which means Biafra could be sold for him to come out. It's part of the negotiation. Do you see the mess we is? Biafra could be sold for him to come out. It's part of the negotiation. Do you see the mess we are in? Biafra could be sold for him to come out. It's part of the negotiation. Do you see the mess we are in? I know in
now. These are the same people years back, months ago, telling you that the siblings of Mazi Nnamdi is against Mazi Nnamdi coming out. These are the people told you that Kanu collected 40 million naira from politicians, not for Mazi Nnamdi, or working against his own brother, not to be released. These are the people that blackmail our leader's family. Every time China's hold is on air, either one from one lie to the other, from one lie to the other, from one blackmail to the other, with Jonathan Chinedu. The same Jonathan Chinedu called our men on ground criminals that are working for us, Kanu. They are criminals. The same Jonathan Chinedu. Now, the same man is telling you that he is against the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That means Biafra should be sold. Now, do you guys understood that Onyendu na afuna more, na afuna ife? Do you guys understand why Onyendu has moved on without this man? Now, those people that are still shouting Chika Paul Edoziem, who are you working with? Chika Paul Edoziem, you're on your own. Because Chika Paul Edoziem is not with Mazi Nnamdi anymore. It's a fact. If Onyendu is not working with Chika Paul Edoziem, so who are you working with? You can see them crying on air that the lawyer is not giving them any information. That means there are no way. How am I Onyendu, Okala Mod, Okala Mo? All those things that they go, okay, just one picking action go take will destroy all of them. One single action go take will destroy all of them. Take one single action. All of them, they are no more. Where is Chinas and Wankita? Let him come to radio now. Where is Chinas and Wankita? Where is Anthony Obilo? Wachineke? Where is Mazi Alozem? Where is Peter Ike? All those men that they are a bunch of disappointments. Where are they today? Biafrans, I guess I don't see any question here. If there's any question, bring it up, or if you want to enter. We are winding down now. Let's play some video. Let's get another video from Methuselah.
So
They want to come again and do another thing, and we say no. And they are organ or there. If it is a plan of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to sideline the directorate of state, sideline Ozokome, sideline Ejiofor, organ or there, Ingo there, Ingo there for Ozokome, sideline Ejiofor, organ or there, Ingo there for DSS. Ozokome, sideline Ejiofor, organ or there, Ingo there for DSS. Of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra to sideline the directorate of state, sideline Ozokome, sideline Ejiofor, organ or there, Ingo there for DSS.
Okay, let me bring another one again. Today, what is happening to Methuselah today? And the near heat now. He's crying. And the near heat is crying. I told them,
remove person.
this is not 20.
If it is like that, I will not join the struggle. Did you hear what I said? You didn't hear me very well. I repeat. If the only person that have power in this movement to remove somebody who is going against the struggle of this movement, if it's only one person, I think I will join this struggle at the grace. Did I look like a foolish person? Struggle. Did you hear what I said? You didn't hear me very well. I repeat. If the only person that have power in this movement to remove somebody who is going against the struggle of this movement, if it's only one person, I think I will join this struggle at the grace. Did I look like a foolish person?
So, now, if we're not lucky and I execute that today, 1,000 teeth. How far? You are the same person that told your global followers that Maznan can have no power to remove Ezekome. But today, how far? How market? How market? Egan and can have Okbo Biafra child. Let's see what he said too.
Repeat, because everything I'm saying here, people have said it before, and I have every video clip that people have said it. And I'm going to also play the voice of Mazi Chike Doziem. I think that was after 1 month or 1 month and a half that the rendition of Mazi, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi, because all these voices that I'm playing, I want them to also to go and sue the HTOS. If they did not sue HTOS, that means that they are cowardice. If they did not sue Mazi Nashi, that means that they are idiots. If they did not sue Mazi Kenga, that means they are bastard. If they did not sue Mazi Methuselah one headache, that means say that now to go one never bastard. If they did not sue Mazi Methuselah one headache, that means say that now to go one never obona bastard. If they did not sue Mazi Methuselah one headache, that means say that now to go one never. That means say they are bastard. If they did not sue Mazi Methuselah one headache, that means say that now to go one never.
Onanolia, the insults. Onanolia. Let's get another one again. Hello, my wonderful people. Oh.
Onyendu said, you said that you are following the man that is suffering today. He have lost everything. His parent died. He ran to exile. In 2015, they wanted to kill him in Afaruku Ibek. God Shukwu Kikabiam was so good, he escaped the death and he find himself in Israel. At the end, he moved back to where he used to be, which is in England. And at the end, they planned for him to go to Kenya. I don't know which people that plan tell him to go to Kenya. They know the history of Kenya. They know the history of Kenya. They know how many people they have kidnapped in Kenya, which is the freedom fighter they have kidnapped in Kenya. I don't know how they plan for Nnamdi Kanu to go to Kenya. Today, they kidnapped him, they adopted him, they molested him, they treated him so bad and ugly, to the extent that he developed ear problem that we are talking about today, that he's going to go for surgery. Why some people are there trying to go through backyard and do make a surgery on him. Who knows what they want to plan? Tomorrow they will come out and begin to shout that this man do this, the leadership do that. That is why the man did not survive. The same allegation they were laying on Mazi Chike Edoziem, the same thing they are going to come back again and said Mazi Chike Edoziem have went through backyard and go and poison Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS dungeon. I want you people to understand the reason why we are saying that. You see this time around, and it's obvious that people have understand, except, like I always tell people, except you lack ability to reason. If you don't know who to follow or those to follow, you must be a non-entity. If the leadership can tell you when they have planned to go through backyard and bring a doctor, and as we just get the information, which is the leadership, and they stop it, did any lawyer went to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. They call themselves siblings, isn't it? You love my law, I love my brother more than you love my brother more than me. But we stop it. The leadership stop it now, as they say is their brother. Why can't they continue? The DSS, they listen to the DOS. They knows that. And as we just get the information, which is the leadership, and they stop it, did any lawyer went to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The answer is no. They call themselves siblings, isn't it? You love my law, I love my brother more than you love my brother more than me. But we stop it. The leadership stop it now, as they say is their brother. Why can't they continue? The DSS, they listen to the DOS. They know. Can't they continue? The DSS, they listen to the DOS. They know.
So my people, this was the time where they are growing, where they are rising like a naked fire. But today, Alpha, they are not speaking another music. They know their own is, in fact, they are finished in this struggle. Go to the platform. We will continue to remind them of their action of yesterday. Their action of yesterday, we continue to remind them. Let's look for another one to play for him, to play again.
Something that is causing problems.
So on this video, you will hear where he said that he will tell MK to go and rest. ọ ya bụ onye ndu na je nọla na je zuo ike ọ ya bụ onye ndu na je zuo ike ọ ya na ya
To our people today, holding money because you are holding money because they make only one person to be holding money. That is the reason why the woman can keep on, we will keep on gossiping. I remember what they said. All of us, we should wait for Onyendu to come. Like if Onyendu come now, he will cut off my head. If Onyendu come now, he will tell Biafran child, your own is gone. I copy your blue story. You people are just mad. You think I'm a kid? I told you people I'm a family man. Nobody pays me. That is why sometimes when I'm speaking, I speak with all my mouth open, and there is nothing anyone can do about it. We have suffered in this. Do you know how many years I never go to that country, to that contraption? Do you know? Do you know how many years I never see my people? And you think that somebody will come out tomorrow and tell me, Biafran child, this. That is why Ezebiro came to the media warriors, begin to penetrate them. Like, you know that I'm a sibling. I'm a brother to Nnamdi Kanu. You know what?
Biafrans, you have what? Do you guys heard what you said? You mentioned media warriors. Today, they are not answering that media warrior anymore. They are running away from that media warrior. We told them, today, the same Biafra child that's saying about media warrior, he said it's no more media warrior. That is a media man. Methuselah, 1,000 teeth Methuselah say, no, don't call me media warrior anymore. That is, it's an individual. It's private. That is on his own. They will never be at peace. Let's continue. After this,
happened in 2015. Those people that play it 2015, where are they today? And the people that are playing it today, where are going to be? Listen, we are going to be here. I'm promising you as a bureau. Where I tell you, Nnamdi Kanu come out today, say that we will tell him, Oga, go and rest, even though you have tried. Today say that we will tell him, Oga, go and rest, even though you have tried. We will continue. Nnamdi Kanu come out today, say that we will tell him, Oga, go and rest, even though you have tried. We will continue without stopping. Nnamdi Kanu come out today, say that we will tell him, Oga, go and rest, even though you have tried. We will continue without stopping. Are you listening to what I'm saying? You people should keep on lying to man.
We will tell him, Oga, go and rest, even though you have tried. Today, Biafra child where is your Oga Chinasa Nwankita? Where is Chika Paul Edoziem? Upon that is Zeke, what Mazina Kanu? I want to Zeke, what Mazina Kanu? Biafra, here we call it a day. I ask no one for that I have waiting. Nwoke ndụ nwanyị mmiri atara azụ anwụna onye ndu anyị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ya dịka echi na echi adị agwụ agwụ ọ bịara egbu ya egbu onwe ya onye fụrụ awa dịda Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-eleta ihe mere onwe ya mee ya n'ihi na ọmụmụ egbu ngwu na mama dịrị ya nkọ na ilu na asị na-egwu ana ọfọ na ogwu enwere mgbochi na onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ga na-aga n'ilu nọ n'ilu ka oke enwe na-ama onwere ihe eme awalida onye ọbụla na-echere echiche ọnwụ ya akpụ ya ilu na ndụ onye ndu anyị ya adị na ndị enyi na ndị anaghị echebe ya ana Biafra ya echebe ya the mother nature ya echebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ogbuo n'aka ndị ya bụ ihe ọma ogbuo n'aka ekpe ya bụ ihe ọma na ụzọ ya awụ ụzọ mmiri na ụzọ mmiri adị echi echi na ụzọ nkụ na-echi echi amasị nke ọ dịnụ ọ ya dịrị anyị na mma afọ na echi bye bye. Yeah.